Hi, welcome to FAZMATHS. This is Fazana again. In my previous video on expanding double brackets, I mentioned a cheat's way of expanding before working it out. So if you're asked to expand x plus 3 times x plus 4, you know that it's going to be x squared, and then you add your 3 and 4 and you get 7, and that's what's attached to the x. And then you multiply your 3 and your 4 and you get 12. So if you want to factorize x squared plus 7x plus 12, we think of two numbers that add to give 7 and multiply to give 12. Always look at that sign first. So if two numbers multiply to give a positive and add to give a positive, then you know both numbers will be positive. And then factors of 12 that add to give 7 would be 4 and 3. So you've got x plus 4 and x plus 3. As simple as that. If you're asked to solve x squared plus 7x plus 12, then because the equation comes from the curve y equals x squared plus 7x plus 12, we're finding the values where y equals 0, which are really the x-intercepts. So we got the x plus 3, x plus 4, and we make that 0. Now, as long as one of these expressions is 0, then 0 times whatever that number would be 0. So we either make that the first expression 0 or x plus 4 equals 0. So, and if it's just an x, then all you're doing is really changing the sign. So you've got x equals minus 3 or x equals minus 4. If we sketched x squared plus 7x plus 12, then the 12 is your c. So that would be your y-intercept, and your minus 3 and minus 4 would be your x-intercepts. And I've sketched it, so let's look at the next slide. And you can see your y-intercept is 0, 12, and your x-intercepts are minus 4, minus 3. Okay, before we do any more, you need to practice a few examples of two numbers that add to give these numbers and multiply to give those numbers. So please pause the video, try and work it out, and I will give you the answers in the next clip. Good luck. Okay, so these are the answers. Let's work through a few of them. If you have two numbers that add to give positive 10 and multiply to give positive 16, then you know both numbers will be positive. So you're looking for two factors of 16 that add to give 10. So you've got plus 8 and plus 2. Let's look at this one. If you're finding two numbers that add to give minus 8 and multiply to give minus 20, then you know one number must be a positive and one must be a negative. And now you're looking for factors of 20 that have a difference of 8. So then you've got minus 10 and 2. And remember the sign of the bigger number rules. So if they have a difference of minus 8, then you know the bigger number will be minus 10. And one more. If they add to give minus 11 but multiply to give positive 18, then you know two positives make a positive, but two negatives also multiply to give a positive. So then both your numbers must be a negative. So now you're looking for factors of 18 that add to give 11. And you get 9 and 2. Let's try factorizing some more. Okay, so you've got x squared plus 11x plus 24. So you're looking for two numbers that add to give 11 and multiply to give 24. So if they multiply to give a positive and add to give a positive, they must both be positive. And then factors of 24 that add to give 11 would be 8 and 3. So then you've got x plus 8, x plus 3. Okay, another one. Two numbers that add to give minus 4 multiply to give minus 21, so you know one's a positive and one's a negative. And now you're looking for factors of 21 that have a difference of 4, and you've got plus 3 minus 7. So then there you have your double brackets. Okay, two numbers that add to give minus 4 and multiply to give minus 45. One's a positive, one's a negative. If you've got a positive and a negative and the difference is small, you're actually looking for numbers that have a difference of 4. And because it's small, think of your times tables. So factors of 45 that have a difference of 4 would be minus 9 and plus 5. And again, the sign of the bigger number rules. So you have x minus 9, x plus 5. Okay, two numbers that add to give minus 10, multiply to give positive 24. So in this case, both numbers are minus because they add to give a minus. And then you're looking for two factors of 24 that add to give 10. So you've got minus 6, minus 4. So you've got x minus 6, x minus 4. And with a bit of practice, you'll find that these numbers will just come to you because chances are you'll get one of these in your exams. Okay, let's try some more. So two numbers that add to give, so that's a 1. So have a difference of 1 and multiply to give minus 42. So you know one's a positive, one's a negative. Factors of 42 that have a difference of 1, again a small difference. So you're thinking of the times tables, and minus 7 plus 6. So you've got x plus 6, x minus 7. Okay, two numbers that add to give 4 and multiply to give minus 96. So one's a positive, one's a negative. You're thinking of factors of 96 that have a difference of 4. So sign of the bigger number rules. So you've got plus 12 minus 8. So you've got x plus 12, x minus 8. Over here, you've got two numbers that add to give minus 13, multiply to give a minus 48. So you know one's a positive and one's a negative. Now with a positive and negative, again, as I said, if the difference is small, think of your times tables. If the difference is big, then you're thinking of 1, 48, no, 2, 24, no, 3, 16. Oh yes, the difference between them is 13. So then you've got minus 16, sign of the bigger number rules. So minus 16 and plus 3, so you've got x plus 3, x minus 16. Okay, and this one, two numbers that add to give minus 12, multiply to give positive 32. So both numbers are negative. Factors of 32 that add to give 12, minus 8, minus 4. So your answer will be x minus 8, x minus 4. I hope that was really easy to work through and understand. And again, get the rhythm and everything falls into place. So remember, the more you practice, the easier it gets. And Once you're working them out with rhythm, it isn't about the numbers and it feels like a game. Please watch my other videos to help you with other maths topics. And if you have any questions, please feel free to ask in the comments. Keep working hard. It's so worth it. And remember, you're in control. Thanks. See you soon. Bye.